green flag is out and we are racing at Rockingham. Deacon Reeves leads the field into turn number 1. Landon Thompson behind him. Jasper Tivoli started second on the outside. Deacon Reeves leads the field down the back. Tivoli catches the wall a little bit. Shepard on the inside looking for that P3 spot. Up front, it is Landon Thompson and Deacon Reeves. Thompson to the bottom side. Out of turn 4, Landon Thompson with the run. Thompson will lead lap 1 here at the Rock 200. Not willing to give it that spot. Reeves on the high side looking for more speed out of turn 2. Chases Thompson down the back. Thompson throws the block. Shepard into P3. Through 3 and 4, back to the start-finish line. Thompson still your leader by about a car length. Across the line, it is still Landon Thompson. Gap open up to about 0.2 of a second here. Reeves with a good run through 1 and 2. Still trying to chase down that lead. Trace Ryder to P3, bringing many roads with him right around Lance Shepard. Getting reports now that Jensen Fitzgerald is experiencing issues. Started out of the points, started working his way up, already having some issues, pulling into the pits. Easily going to fall at least 1 lap behind here. Hopefully I can get that fixed early on, and with a couple good breaks, we'll get back onto the lead lap. Heartbreaker early on for Jensen Fitzgerald. There, 4 tires is the call. Sounds like a loose wheel. Down the back, green flag pit stops have started. Connor Lanigan right on Reed Baxter. Lanigan with those fresh tires. Baxter to the high side. Oh, they connect. Baxter up, collects Tivoli. Tivoli around. Tivoli back down the track into traffic. Hard hit for Jasper Tivoli there. Directly on Baxter. Looked like he's going to try to keep going. 15 narrowly avoids driving straight into Baxter. There goes your leader on the outside. Can Baxter stay on the lead lap despite all that damage? No, Thompson's going to put him 1 lap down. There's a heavy damage onto the 27. Let's take a look and see what happened on board with Jasper Tivoli. Lanigan has 4 fresh tires. Baxter still on the tires he started the race with. Lanigan looks to the inside and just collects that corner and up into Tivoli with nowhere to go. Heartbreaker after finishing the top 5 for Stark Motorworks last race in Australia. The 56 is out of the race now. Hard hit. Landon Thompson will lead him to the green. Trace Ryder right behind him. Connor Lanigan, Cade Cervelli on the tail end of the lead lap in front of him. Jensen Fitzgerald on the inside looking to gain 1 of his laps back. Thompson caught up top, tucked behind Cervelli. Ryder to the lead. Thompson jumps down in front of the lap car of Reed Baxter right behind the leader of Trace Ryder. Through 3 and 4. Ryder up alongside of Fitzgerald, 3 wide in front of Thompson. Thompson looking to make a move. Breathing down the neck of Trace Ryder. Out of 2, Ryder is your leader. Thompson still putting heavy pressure on. Caught behind the lap traffic, gives Blaney a little bit of a shove, pushes him to the high side, up on the inside of the lap cars. Ryder into the clean air in front of him. Down the back. Oh, look out, the wreck behind him. Car spinning down the back. We have the 99 involved, the 01 involved, the 6 is involved. Big wreck here on the right after the restart. To the replay, looks like Sage Passetti in the Duncan Hills Coffee number 6. With Lance Shepard behind him. Just gets caught off of turn 4, spins down the back. The 99 into the wall and off of the 8. Heavy damage and heavy contact for that 8 car. Was running in the top 5 before this. Let's go to the onboard with Lance Shepard. Let's see what happened. Looks like Passetti just got a little loose off the corner, and Shepard came down thinking he was clear, and Shepard with nowhere to go just spins him around. Heavy damage to that 8 car. Oh, look out, contact. That 1 is up and over, back onto his wheels. The 15 has flipped into turn 3. We saw it almost happen earlier with the 99 almost going over, but the 15 has finally rolled. It looks like he's back under the power. But he has definitely done heavy smoke, heavy damage on that 15. Let's ride our visor cam with the 15, see what happens heading down into turn 3. Just gets turned right into the wall, up and over, back on his wheels. The 15 was a big problem for a lot of your leaders last week, is out of the race this week. That is good news for Jensen Fitzgerald, who will be back on the lead lap. Fitzgerald with that early problem. Yellow flag stops here. Your leaders pull in. You see Bull Goad, Landon Thompson, Mitch McLeod, Denny Freeherder, Mickey Flanagan, Deacon Reeves. Everybody coming in for 4 tires. 4 tires seems to be king at this track. It is eating up those tires in the late run. O'Malley out of his box. Beats Ryder. Beats Bull Goad. Storm behind them. O'Malley will be your leader. The Down Under 100 champion will now take over the lead of the race in the Pratt & Whitney 38. Followed behind him is the Bull Goad, former NFL wide receiver. Though the 38, something may be a problem, pulls to the apron on the inside, not back into the groove. Smoke now pouring out of the back of the 38. There is something mechanically has failed on that car. He is going to coast it across the line. Will be scored as leading a lap. However, that car is done. Something definitely failed in the engine on that Pratt & Whitney 38. Heartbreaker for O'Malley, who won at Australia. That will put Bull Goad in the Slurm 81 up front. Future Hall of Fame wide receiver for the New York Jets, turned stock car driver. Bought his own team, picked up a sponsor, and is now running in the ESCS. He will lead them to the green this time by. Trace Ryder with a strong car behind him in the 39 Nuka-Cola Dodge. See Reed Baxter on the inside, 1 lap down. Connor Lanigan 1 lap down. Mitch McLeod in 3rd. Sebastian Storm in 4th. Green flag is out, and Bull Goad will lead them into turn number 1. Goad with a great jump around the lap cars to the bottom line. Through to onto the backstretch. Bull Goad jumps out to an early lead. The lap car of Baxter going to hold up that 2nd place of Trace Ryder. And Bull Goad will come through 4 down to the tri-oval, and he will lead his first official stock car laps. Onto the back there, running 2x2. Oh, look out! Miles collected by Freeher, collects his Passetti. Cars around, the 99 involved again. Passetti around for the 2nd time today. Right on board with Denny Freeher, gets a runoff. Same thing that happened earlier on. Catches Layla Miles, quarter panel, who catches the 6, and the 99 catches the 73. And we have yet another caution. All right, Jasper Davoli is out of the infield care center. We got a headset on him. Jasper, how you feeling?
Not gonna lie, I'm a little sore, a little disoriented. Right now, I don't know which way is up and which way is down, but generally I'm doing pretty good. I walked off to the left thinking that I was going to the right, and I walked into a wall, so not too dissimilar from what happened out there. But other than that, I'm hanging in there. How about you?
We're doing fine up here in the booth. Sounds like you might have a concussion. How's that going to affect you next week for Talladega?
We're all well and good. I'm surprised actually that, you know, the car actually held up better than me. But yeah, no, I'm a little upset, really, more than sore.
Can you walk us through what happened out there?
Out of nowhere, this guy comes up on my left, and I hit the wall. And I'm like, well, you know, maybe I can recover from this. And any glimpse of hope was eliminated as soon as I see a car coming head on at me. And I was like, well, good night, Gracie. That's just It's just fantastic. So I'm glad that I mean, I get the vacation a little bit, you know, while the car's in the shop. I get to go back home and see my family. My wife's probably going to be upset that I kind of went through that, but
Stark Motorworks is known for its horsepower, so they should be on display there in Talladega, 2.6 mile high banks.
well, I
Super
hope
Speedway.
they fix the car enough so that they don't string up any horses to it. But I think no, Talladega is going to be fun. I haven't been there in a while, but the last time I was there I was a spectator, so it'll be interesting to actually be on the track. But you know, I think it'll be a fun time. I mean, the strategy is always that, you know, once the car's fixed, we'll get a couple practice rounds in, see how I feel after this. Sorry, again, it was a very hard hit.
Yeah, we saw it up here in the booth. None of us actually expected you to be okay, which is good.
I'm excited for next week. I'm just excited to get back on the track. Right now, again, it was frustrating going through that, but I think it'll all work out for the best.
All right, well, thank you for your time. We'll see you next week. Down the back, Cervelli leads his former Endurance teammate Mitch McLeod. The 52 squeezes. Oh no, Cervelli's around. Slides on the track, collects McLeod. Hard hit for that 3 car. Cervelli around, not having a good run today. Both those drivers did not compete last week. Let's go to the replay here. McLeod catches Cervelli on the quarter panel and just nowhere to go. Cervelli comes up the track carrying a lot of speed through into 3 and 4. Nowhere to go. Trace Ryder leads into the green as we see who was involved. Cade Cervelli and Mitch McLeod did not compete last week as the endurance race ran very close to the down under 100, and they decided to go against running the race just because for safety precautions instead of falling asleep at the wheel. Both of them involved here in that incident, however. Trace Ryder continues his dominance in that Nuka-Cola Dodge. The 39 will come around and collect yet another lap that he's led. 3 wide into 1 and 2. So Passetti on the bottom of Shepard. Shepard on the high side. Lanigan, Miles, and Shepard. Look out! Shepard is around, backs it into the wall. Does not collect anyone else in the late ends of the field as we saw with Tivoli earlier in the race. Will be able to drive it away and possibly even finish the race. Let's take a look at what happened here from the Ace Drone Services Flycam. Lanigan on the bottom, Miles in the middle. Looks like Lanigan just squeezes up, nowhere for Miles to go, and up into Shepard, and Shepard into the wall. Green flag flies. We are back underway here at the Rock 200 to see who was involved in that last incident. Ryder continuing his dominance in the Nuka-Cola 39. Jumping out to huge lead already, and Jensen Fitzgerald back into the conversation after being 2 laps down for an earlier mechanical issue. Now running P2 on the scoreboard. The Grey Warden 77 has rebounded quite nicely. Dax Collins, former eSport driver, they're wrecking behind him. Rhodes around. Mickey Flanagan involved again on another backstretch incident. Rhodes heavy damage on the driver's side door of that 9 car. Let's take a look at what happened here. On board with Minnie Rhodes, ASPCA number 9. Looks like she's clear and just, oh. Wow, what a hard hit. Hard hit on that driver's side. Nothing she could have done there. That car is toast. From the Ace Drone Services Flycam, Flanagan just hooks the 99, which comes down and takes Rhodes out. Unfortunate circumstances for that number 9. Back on the restart, we're riding on board in the Viant number 7 of Dax Collins. Green flag is out. And it's time to turn it up. Dax Collins is your leader. Did not run last week, had a prior engagement, could not compete in the race. Ran very well in practice last week in Australia. Looking to make an impression for his Viant team. Sebastian Storm behind him. Through 3 and 4, Sebastian Storm to the inside of Collins. Looking for something on that bottom side. Storm's going to steal the lap on the scoreboard on that time around. Collins still on the high side. Sebastian Storm, the former Williams driver, now driving the Lambda Legal number 49. Looking to make that transition to stock cars. Will pull up in front of Collins. Can he maintain that lead? Collins breathes down his neck through 3 and 4. Collins looks to the bottom. Through the tri-oval, and Collins is going to lead. Lap car of Reed Baxter trying to gain some momentum back for an early incident on the track. Sebastian Storm on the high side. Not much grip up there in the late runs. These cars did not pit last time by as they continue to run, trying to set some distance, hoping for a late race caution to get some fresh tires. However, the Jensen Fitzgerald in the 77, Landon Thompson in the 18, and Trace Ryder in the 39 all pitted and got 4 tires last time by and are now flying through the field. It appears that Rockingham tears up these tires like there is no tomorrow, and looking for fresh rubber seems to be the way to go. Into 3 and 4, Ryder peaks to the bottom of Thompson. Gets a good run out of 4. Will push it 3 wide through the tri-oval. Fitzgerald just in front of them. Bulgo just in front of them. 3 wide into 1 and 2. Ryder on the bottom. Thompson on the outside. Those two have been racing each other very hard all day. Former World of Outlaws teammates. And Jensen Fitzgerald, with a great turnaround race, now scored in the 4th position. Gets pushed to the high side by Ryder. Ryder to the bottom of the track. Looks for position out of 4. Is going to get it. Pulls alongside Sebastian Storm. Down the back, Collins still your leader. Bullgoat into 2nd. Right behind them, Trace Ryder on 4 fresh tires. And not far behind them is Landon Thompson and Jensen Fitzgerald. Thompson to the bottom of Storm. Looking to hook up with Ryder. Catch the draft. Goat throws a block. Can't quite complete it. Thompson pushes him high. Goes to the bottom side. Trace Ryder to the lead. The Viant number 7 to the outside. Collins had a strong run here. Doesn't quite have the grip. As Thompson gives Bullgoat a shove to the high side. Down through into 3 and 4. Thompson looking for position, trying to grab the one from Dax Collins. Collins gets held up behind the 39 of Trace Ryder. He's going to lose that spot too. Trace Ryder, Landon Thompson, Dax Collins, Bullgoat are your top 4. And then it is Jensen Fitzgerald in 5th. Sebastian Storm has fallen to 6th. And then your pole sitter. With 15 to go, let's run through the field. Running in the last points position is the Viant number 7 of Dax Collins. Strong run today, trying to finish in the points and get his team points on its first official outing. Right in front of them, Bullgoat has led a few handful of laps today. The former wide receiver transitioning to stock car racing, doing very well in the Slurm 81. Just in front of him, Deacon Reeves, your pole sitter in the Star Labs number 10. Couldn't quite get it done through the middle of the race today. Car's coming back around to him here in the late run, trying to finish in the points and get a good haul heading into the 2nd race of the season. Just in front of them, however, Mitch McLeod went with 4 tires last time by, and 4 tires seems to be the king as they rip the hood off, and that car is still running in a points position. Just in front of him with a rebound drive of his own, Connor Lanigan in the proper 12, number 21. Rebounded great from being a couple laps down. In front of him, Mickey Flanagan, who also went with 4 tires and is now running in the 5th position in the 01 Dodge. Through 1 and 2 he goes. Down the back, you have Sebastian Storm currently holding on to that 4th position. Storm, that former Williams F1 driver, having a very good run here today, trying to finish it out. And Jensen Fitzgerald in the 3rd position in the Grey Warden 77 with a rebound drive of the to talk about for the ages from 2 laps down into P3 now. As Landon Thompson finally gets around the lap car of Reed Baxter. He spent the last 4 or 5 laps trying to get around that 27. Baxter unwilling to give up that position. Thompson goes to the inside of him, will clear him, and has a chance to chase down Trace Ryder for the win with 10 laps to go. Trace Ryder continuing to show his dominance in that Nuka-Cola 39. Having a great ride. Not many complaints coming from the radio on that 39 as he is run up front most of the race today. 5 laps to go in the Rock 200. Thompson gets a good run off of 4, closes the gap to about 0.2 of a second. Down the back they go. Thompson desperately trying to catch Trace Ryder. Might have caught him a lot sooner had he not been held up by Reed Baxter, who has now fallen heavily back behind Thompson. The lap car in the Aperture Science 27. Cross the line this time, 4 to go. Thompson continuing to get good runs out of 3 and 4, with Ryder having the better car through 1 and 2. Thompson desperately trying to close the gap here. Great run through the center of the corner in 3 and 4. Might have saved his tires a little bit better than Trace Ryder did, especially when they worked their way back up to the front of the field on that last green flag. This has been a long green flag run since about lap 150. Thompson still chasing him down. The gap opens back up to about almost 0.5 of a second. Into 3 and 4, coming around, 2 to go this time. Go to the Ace Drone Services fly cam. Ace Drone Services, maintaining and servicing your drones so you don't have to. Thompson with a great run off the corner, gets a look to the inside, isn't going to quite be there through 1 and 2. Is Trace Ryder going to maintain that lead down the back? Thompson hoping to catch that 39 car, have a chance to win this race. Thompson finished a great race, a great run at the Down Under 100 in second place. Off of 4, Thompson gets another great run through the tri-oval, is going to get up alongside of Trace Ryder down into turn 1. Ryder to the high side, Thompson on the inside. They are wheel to wheel heading in through 1 and 2. Thompson on the inside looking to get a better run. Ryder gets a great run off the high side, clears him by 1 down the back. Into 3 and 4, it's going to come down to this. Thompson to the inside. Ryder tries to run the bottom, slides up. Thompson with a great run on the inside, pulls it up alongside. It's going to come to the line. Ryder on the outside, Thompson on the inside. It's too close to call. Scoreboard reads, Landon Thompson is your winner. Waiting for the official call from the ESCS. And it's official by 1/1000th of a second. Landon Thompson is your winner at the Rock 200. Great run for the KH13 number 18. Take a look at the final standings. And this is your point standings after the first race as we head to Talladega next week. We'll see how these points shift throughout the season. Remember, only the top 10 in the ESCS get points. And congratulations, Landon Thompson, on a great drive, a last-second heroics that puts him into victory lane.